Sorry for the jaunty angle. I figured that I would just start with an introduction on this video. This is going to be my basically Lego Star Wars room tour. I do have Harry Potter in here as well, but I am going to show my other Lego also. So I guess I should just say my Lego room tour. Anyway, this takes place in my collection room, which is a room I just have dedicated to Lego and Star Wars. I've been a Star Wars collector since 2005. I have played with Lego, specifically Lego Harry Potter, since 2003, and I got into Lego Star Wars in 2005 and started collecting it around 2010. So since then, I have amassed basically what I have, and so I just want to do an update. I have done other collection videos, but it has been a while and I've changed things enough where I feel like we definitely need another one. So anyways, sit back, relax, and enjoy the tour. Alrighty, so this is basically the Lego side of the room. I'll go over that and then I'll show you the Star Wars section that's non-Lego just briefly at the end. So we'll go ahead and start over here. This is kind of where I tend to start my collection tours. And we have redone this area. This is where my window is. It's a blackout curtain. And we have basically some retro sets, vintage sets, whatever you want to name it. Specifically in this cube section, we have episode 1 and episode 2, the originals, and then the entire wave of episode 3 from 2005. I am really, really proud of completing this wave. This was the wave that got me into Star Wars, and so it really was important to me to finally have it all together. I'm super proud of it. So taking a quick look here, we have the 2 newest visual dictionaries. I'm about to dig out my old Star Wars one because I just like it a lot more. But here in this first cubicle, we have some episode 1 sets, and I tried to kind of theme this as like Battle of Naboo. And this is a mix between episode 1 and then we have a small episode 2 set, and this is Tatooine. This is part of the Tatooine pod racer bucket for little kids, which I have the bucket in a different place, but I could build the other pods. They're just not super great, so I don't have them built, but there's them. And then in this shelf here, we have episode 2. And episode 2 sets are pretty expensive. This Bounty Hunter Pursuit is really cool. I've always really, really loved that set. It's super neat. So definitely some rare sets in here. And then moving up, we have the Wookiee Catamaran, as well as part of the Wookiee attack with that little spider droid there. The rest of the Wookiee attack, as well as General Grievous's wheelbike chase and the Darth Vader transformation. And then the Scout Walker, Droid Tri-Fighter, and Anakin's Jedi Starfighter, I believe is what that was. And then the bigger sets up top, the Ultimate Lightsaber Duel, which is definitely a pretty interesting one. The Clone Turbo Tank, and then ARC 170 Starfighter there. Panning down, we just have some things in this corner like my 2020 AT-AT. Back behind there is that bucket, the pod racing bucket, which is pretty cool, as well as the buildable General Grievous. I didn't want to disassemble him because he is so cool. And then here are the original vintage Lego sets from the original trilogy, and I certainly am not close to completing these, but I do have a few. And that's a cool set. I really like that one. Jabba's Palace. I'm so proud of this one. Every single piece of this I had mint in box and opened, and they're all on my channel, and really, really happy to have that. And I have room to grow for sure on the shelf, specifically this one here with my Technic R2-D2. And then I have a light kit that I need to install on my Master Builders series Cantina. I have not forgotten about this. I just haven't had the time. And then I've got some other little things here, like this collector's edition, special edition Attack of the Clones Shop at Home guide, and then a couple of posters or banners as well. I just don't really have a spot for them, so they just kind of stay there like that. And then moving up, we have the gunship, as well as the newest battle pack, which is kind of spread out behind. We have Poe's X-Wing, and a couple other smaller sets. I need to get a stand for Poe's X-Wing so that the Mandalore battle is not so blocked, but I just received that for my birthday, and it's really cool, and it goes right with the gate or the bridge one. Then we have the 2020 X-Wing Starfighter. We have the Bark Speeder, but I have Captain Rex in a different spot, so that's just the little set. And some other little miscellaneous. The A-Wing back there, the 2016 Turbo Tank, which comes with some awesome Jedi. Really like that. Then we have the Gungan sub without Queen Amidala, unfortunately. I will get her eventually. She's not getting any cheaper. Some droidicas, and then basically I kind of have like episode 1 kind of grouped in this corner if you can't tell. There's the new gift with purchase for this year, and then the interceptor. I like it. I think it looks pretty good. Moving on to Hoth with the snow speeder, the medical chamber, and then the big Hoth set. I really like this one. This was my first really large Lego set for Star Wars. And I have added in some extra minifigures just to set the scene. And I have just this little mini Battle on Hoth. Nothing super crazy. TIE Bomber. ATRT there. I like it. I think it looks fine. We have a V-Wing from 2014. Han Solo's speeder. TIE Interceptor. Prequel speeder. Skyhopper. The 2014 one. Just goes on, and these aren't in any particular order. I unfortunately don't have enough shelf space to make that happen, so they kind of just go where they fit, to be honest. And so we've got the hallway scene, Imperial Marauder in the back, and a little battle pack with the Sith Troopers, in one Starfighter, which I think looks really good on that stand. I like it a lot. Some of the 4+ sets. And then I have my interceptors here, with the new Yoda one, Boba Fett's palace, of course the Palpatine's arrest set, which I just recently got this year, which is really cool. A couple of Tatooine sets in the back. Old Sarlacc pit, which will soon be replaced with the new one. I'm so excited, come August 1st. And then we have Jabba the Hutt's palace, and I've added in a couple of figures, but I just love this set. I also have the Rancor and the Rancor Keeper. Amazing set. And then the next shelf here we have just several Clone Wars sets and some walkers, another AAT. That's an awesome battle pack. Lots of Wookiees here. I love my Wookiees. Battle on Takodana. Corporate Alliance tank droid, spider droid, the other wheel bike, Boba Fett's starship. That's the escape from the Death Star. And then in the back, all my extra clone troopers. I'd like to get a display case for the back of this wall. And again, also I apologize for the shadow. I'm filming this after I came home from work and it's nighttime, so I'm having to use the light, unfortunately, on the camera. Hopefully you still enjoyed this video. Moving up, one of my favorite sets, and one set that just flies under the radar. Most people don't really care for, the Wookiee gunship. I love this set. And some ties here, or some special ties. 2014 Droid Tri-Fighter, the last good Slave 1 from 2019. I'm really happy because it's the only one I have that's really nice. And Darth Vader's castle, which I have expressed my love for many a time. AAT? I can't remember the name of that one. ATAP? I can't remember its term, but you see it there. And some other sets, Mad Bat ship, shuttle I should say. And that's that. That is basically this corner here. And then moving on, I have this special edition episode 1 poster that came out of a Lego magazine, but it looks really nice. And it's just mounted here behind the Darth Revan lightsaber that I have, which I think works really well and pairs really well with these Old Republic sets that I have down here. This is Darth Malagus's, I think, Fury class interceptor or something close to that. And then this Old Republic little mini battle pack. And some other figures. Down here, that one ship from Kenobi, which I really like, but I can't remember the name of, but boy, it's just a black chunk, isn't it? It doesn't get highlighted in the shelf very well because it's also black. ATTE, fantastic set. I remember building this super mega pregnant. It was really hard because I was uncomfortable, but oh my gosh, what a great set. Ahsoka Tano's T6 Jedi shuttle. I am so sorry. I have 4 animals. Not that they come in here, but their hair does manage to get in here, so I did not dust, so pardon the dust on that. Anyways, the minifigures are down there. And then we'll just start on this main flat wall, just working our way over, and I do have some Lego magazines mounted. I need to change their frames. The frames are way too big, but I did want to go ahead and get them up there. And they're no particularly special magazines. I just like them there. So covers I like. BD1, Baby Yoda, Chewbacca and Yoda again, and Droideka, R2-D2. I'm really excited about C-3PO. And then the helmets that I have, Captain Rex has a light kit with it. It was the last Christmas gift from my grandma before she passed away this last March. So that's special. Moving on down, we have Yavin 4 Rebel Base, which this set got a lot of hate, but I really like it. Yes, it's expensive, but the amount of minifigures that it comes with is amazing. The amount of new minifigures that we get is amazing. Just a standout set, honestly, to me. And I don't really like it on the shelf, though, because this is kind of my diorama shelf, as you can tell. Darth Vader's meditation chamber, Dagobah Training, Final Duel, Indoor Speeder Chase, and then my very newest addition from my husband for my birthday, Mos Espa Pod Race, which is really cool. And then this is my figure case from Brick Shell Cases, and they are in numerical order on Bricklink, so they're like minifigure number is how they are ordered, and I think it looks really good. Got some good figures in there, in my opinion at least, and the figures that are in here are ones that don't actually go to sets that I have. They're individual minifigures. I at one point had the set and sold it, or I just bought the minifigure itself. So that's kind of how I've chosen what to have in here. As you can tell up top, I have the 25th anniversary minifigures as well as a couple other ones back there. This is my fancy figure case. On top of my normal figure case, it has its own little display with Darth Revan, Jango Fett, Grand Admiral Thrawn, which I'm sure is about to go down, if not already gone down, significantly in price, just due to the new one coming out that people say is better. And then Lando, who is only gaining value. And then the 20 years figures. So I think it's a really nice contrast to have the 20 years and then the 25 years. I still think the 20 years look better. Changed my mind. And then breaking it up because I don't have enough space on this section to put another one of these. I have just some Lego cases, which if I could find some like narrow, regular acrylic cases that look a little bit nicer than the Lego ones, I would replace those. But continuing in minifigure order, right through there. And then we have a continuation that happens later on, I'll show you. And then we have Master Builder Series. Actually, no, this is UCS Ewok Village, which is a fantastic set. Oh my gosh, this was a grail. Something that I purchased as soon as I had some funds that came through. I was like, I am getting this. I've always wanted this set. I remember seeing it in the stores and thinking that's way too expensive, but I love it. So happy to have this. I will never disassemble it. I got it brand new on Bricklink, and it's got brittle brown, and I could hear some of those pieces cracking as I was assembling it, unfortunately, and so I will never disassemble this set. I mean, whatever happens, this is staying up. Also, I have this is the older one. I think this is the 2008 Death Star. And this is a fantastic set. My mom found this one on, I think, Facebook Marketplace for like $200. And it had like the elevator parts were missing and something else was broken on it. But other than that, it had every single minifigure and almost every single part. So I took it apart and then rebuilt it and ordered some of the few pieces that I need. I think it was maybe $20 in parts. And so fantastic. And I've added a couple of minifigures to help flesh it out. Oh, such a good find. And then I have the 2014 Mos Eisley Cantina just folded up right here, as well as the speeder that goes with it. And then this is the Master Builder Series Mos Eisley Cantina, which is fantastic. And I have a couple of like B3 Customs prints with the Boba Fett action figure there. And then the Max Rebo Band concert poster there. And I just leave the roof off of this because I like the way it displays. I think it displays really nice. And then checking out this first shelf, it fits just perfectly. It is the UCS Sandcrawler from 2015, I think. I don't quote me on it. I've done a review on it. Awesome set. I was really happy to get this one. And this is the 2019 Millennium Falcon. I still need to stand for it because you can tell it's got like a lot of empty room. And this is a fantastic set as well. I really like this one also. I have some more Tatooine sets with the UCS Land Speeder, the 2010 Land Speeder, Obi-Wan's Hut, Aunt Brew's Kitchen with a Luke and an Owen, and then the micro build back there that just kind of looks like some scenery, and I like it. It like looks like the Land Speeder's flying past it. Down here I have Rebels stuff, so I have some Rebels, the Speeder Chase, the original Ghost, the Phantom 2, the new Ghost, which is really cool, and I was kind of hesitant on thinking it would be better, but it definitely is better. Again, would be awesome to have some flight stands. They're just like $26 a piece, so I have not gotten them yet because I've been focusing on other stuff, but it would look really cool to see them like displayed at an angle like this and take up more of that shelf space. This shelf is an absolute placeholder for the Dark Millennium Falcon, so I just have the Invisible Hand and then the Imperial Shuttle here from 2020, and that's fine. It looks okay. It just definitely, I just put those sets there so that there's not a hole. And then down here I have the 2010 Clone Turbo Tank, and it is actually also a placeholder. It fits the space fine, but as you can tell, the minifigures are on top because I used to just have it sitting on the floor and I didn't want the minifigures to get lost. I plan on putting the Imperial Star Destroyer once I get that in this shelf, but that's going to be a little bit down the line. That's not going to be a day one August purchase, so I filled it with the Turbo Tank, and I think it looks okay. I need to set up the figures better. I mean, I might as well since it's in the shelf, so sorry, it's not very decorative. And that is this wall overall. I think that this wall is probably my favorite one to look at just because of the variety of things that we have with like the minifigures and then some of the posters. And then the adult sets on the bigger shelves and all like the Master Builder UCS sets look awesome to me here. And moving on, I have Darth Vader's lightsaber here in the corner, as well as some carded Clone Wars Black Series figures, which was such a fun series for me. So obviously I have those. And then Darth Vader, my really tall Darth Vader down in the corner. And then this is my final wall of Lego. Starting at the bottom, some more modern sets. And these will probably be ones that go first when I get new sets and I need space. While I like them, I just don't love them, if that makes sense. I do love the minifigures, but they aren't like super crazy standout to me. And then we have these starships, and I really like the symmetry in this shelf with my little mechs on the sides. Ugh, they look really good. And then here is brickheads. Star Wars brickheads. I think they look great. The shelves don't line up perfectly, as you can tell. One's smaller than the other, but I actually can't get two of these ones. Two of these won't fit, and two of these would have too much extra room. So it is what it is. I have some room to grow, and they're in no particular order, but I do like that I can fit all the brickheads in that shelf. This is kind of a miscellaneous shelf for sets. Just whatever would fit the space I put here, including my little Christmas diorama, which I thought I might put up after Christmas, but here it is. And then next to my TV here, I have a couple of sets, again, just filling the space. It's fine. And then this is kind of a fun shelf. It's like all of the like little Star Wars extras. So lots of gifts with purchases, lots of coins, some special bricks, my Anakin pen, which I'd like to add to, my Anakin clock. Could you tell I like Anakin? And then the Skywalker Saga special deluxe edition for Lego Star Wars. And then there's like a holographic picture right behind, but I really like that. Just kind of like odds and ends. I think it looks nice. Then moving down, I've got some of the buildable figures, just the ones that would fit, as well as the only 3 microfighters that I have. It's very sad. I'm super cramped for space because I'm right next to the TV and the chair. Here are my trading cards that I just kind of have this bottom shelf as storage. These are regular ones. And then I think Boba Fett has the special, the shiny ones, as well as the Imperial Shuttle Pilot. But like all the special shiny ones, I don't think I have any that are like particularly worth anything, but I really, really like these cards. They're really hard to find and rather expensive, so happy to have those. And then I have my Spider-Man. Definitely not done with that set, but I thought they'd go there. And then basically I have like a set of drawers here that has like all my other things. So like these are custom minifigures. I've got like Scythe the Diaz, as well as some of the like holographic Darth Sidious. Scythe the Diaz, Pregme. This is supposed to be a baby Chewbacca, but he's got kind of a misprinted face. It looks okay. I think these are Big Kid Customs, and this one is Grandpa Clone Customs, I think. And then Darth Nihilus, which looks really cool as well. And then I have all my lightsabers that my figures aren't holding at the moment. All my weapons. And these are like melee weapons and staffs and stuff. In here I have these are actually some duplicate figures, as well as a Geonosian head and a Battle Droid head. I don't know, it's miscellaneous. This one has nothing. This one has my fake minifigures. I don't want to give them away. I don't know. They're charming in their own way. So they stay in that drawer. These are my non-Star Wars minifigures, which are very few. These are all of my Lego Star Wars keychains. There's quite a few in here overall. This is just a custom ATRT kit, which I really like. I just don't have any more room to display it, but I think the minifigure is inside there as well. Really, really neat little kit. Here are all of my battle droids. And then some other droids that don't fit in the display or that they're like multiple of. So that's basically what I keep in there. And this shelf eventually will probably turn into holding Lego sets once I run out of room. But I like being able to like access all this like miscellaneous Lego stuff. I really like being able to do that. So that's basically this like little side table here. And then moving on, I'm sitting on the floor. I have my TV, which I've just moved in, and it's really cool. I'm super excited to have something here to play games on. I have my little Harry Potter Movie World plush straight from the Golden Coast, Australia, I believe. A little AT-AT down here for Micro Galaxy Squadron. I have my Lego head with my Lego pins, and this is where I keep Cloud City. Unfortunately, you can't see it super well because it is under this table, but I'm glad I just have a spot to put it because I definitely don't want to disassemble this. And under there I have Switch games. And then on top I have a couple other things. I've got some like mini itty bitty Pokemon cards from Bricksville printed by Eric, which is really cool, as well as a B3 arcade game for Star Wars, which is Brick Wars. And I thought that was really cute to go there because this is like a gaming area. And then I have my handhelds that I've had for literally ever. And then what I play is Switch and Xbox in here. So that is fun. I'm usually in here most nights playing something. So here we are. I also do have a light. Some purple ambiance, which looks really nice actually when the lights are turned off. It's really quite cool, and I'm really proud of that. It makes the gaming experience really nice and pleasant. And then moving on to this shelf here, we have basically, this is like my battle scene shelf. Everything that has like a battle I have managed to put here. Some sort of lightsaber duel, maybe is a more accurate way to say that. So, oops, I made that askew. I really like that. It looks super nice. Obviously, we kind of get out of that with the Mandalorian Forge here. That is not a duel. And then the new 2017 Vader's transformation, and then the Teen Jedi Temple. Some huts. And then this set also gets a lot of hate, but I love it. It's one of my favorite sets. The Geonosia's battle sort of thing with Count Dooku back in there. I remember this came out and I was so excited about the minifigures. And that's basically it. Here is my other minifigure case, as well as some astromech droids up there. And this minifigure case obviously has room to spare. I have tried to put all of my minifigures that belong to sets out, so it's left me some room. In the last video, this was like full to bursting, so I kind of reorganized. And then these four at the bottom do not belong here. They actually have to be sorted into the cases, but like it's so time consuming because that's like the flaw of doing them by number, is I have to like move them. And so I obviously don't want to do that whole reorganizing just for 4 figures, so I'm going to let this line build up probably before I redo it again. So that's that, but I think that's okay. And then this was my baby's mobile in his crib, in his bedroom. His nursery was Star Wars themed, of course, so when he outgrew that, I had to put it in here because it's a special memory. And I have Mace Windu's lightsaber and a bunch of cutie cuffs. This leads into Harry Potter. So I have the newer Harry Potter Diagon Alley shops. I think they look nice there. Smaller scale, which works for me. The Dots, Lego Dots Hedwig pin cup. And then the brickheads that I got from my sister recently, the Quidditch players, which actually match the banners right in front of them, or above them, I should say. I really like that. I think it looks super nice. Here we have the Hogwarts Express, particularly at the Hogsmeade Station. I have the Chocolate Frog card complete collection just back there. And then we have Hogsmeade in wintertime with some advent calendar figures and mini builds. I think it looks really nice. I would love to see Hogsmeade expanded. I hope we get that in the future. And then the new castle, which I rearranged this whole area for all these new Lego sets. And I'm not a huge fan. I think I liked my display before better. But hopefully I can get this to work and be ideal over time. So there's that. I have the books and the Hogwarts Magical Trunk and the Monster Book of Monsters down there. So overall, I think that's a pretty nice area, and I'll show this wall as well. So that is what this wall here looks like, and some more 3 3/4 inch figures hung up on the top of the wall right there, but looks really nice. And then this is my gaming chair, which is super comfortable, and my little plush that just sit on it. I just set them to the side usually when I'm playing. And then right back here is actually the table that I use to film, and I just move this. It's on wheels. I have some like Star Wars magazines. I want to call them insiders because it's called Star Wars Insider for the regular magazine. A poly bag. And this desk actually raises and lowers, so it's super awesome for when I build sets. I can like watch YouTube on the TV and build here, and my little mini kid chair that sits here that I've been standing on. So that is basically the Lego side of the room. And I'll show the rest of the room, and then if you are interested, I'll show you where I have other Lego displayed throughout my house. So just really quick, taking a look, we've got some detail shelves for the rest of my Star Wars collection, as well as BB-8. Really cool details, and a whole bunch of stuff up top. Again, I'll do a better collection tour on my other channel. My Millennium Falcon rug there. All of the Funko Pops that I have. And then all of my action figures, which is quite a lot because that's what I started collecting first with Star Wars because I couldn't afford Lego. It was a lot easier to buy a $3.75 3 3/4 action figure than it was, or maybe it was $4 at the time, than it was, you know, a $10, $15 Lego set for me. So anyways, that's that. Got a couple other miscellaneous things throughout. Obi-Wan's lightsaber. And that is it. That is the collection room, but also the Star Wars and Harry Potter Lego. And I do have a little bit else displayed in the rest of my house. I'll give you a quick look at. In my living room, in my entertainment center, pardon the extra test, I have a couple of little Avatar sets, and they're placed kind of funny in the shelf because it actually has a door that closes, and so the door has a frame that blocks a lot of the shelf. Just some movie, there's a whole bunch of junk in this one, but focusing on the Indiana Jones set, and then Snow White's cottage, which is amazing. Just kind of movie sets, movie-oriented sets that I don't have room for in the collection. So that's kind of what I have here in the living room. And then here in mine and my husband's bedroom, I have the other Harry Potter sets, some larger ones that I definitely don't want to disassemble that are like collector's editions. I think they look really good, mixed in with a couple other Harry Potter collectibles, as well as Dobby, which I believe I got for Christmas for my husband. And I have most of my Harry Potter sets now disassembled because I only have 3 shelves in total, including this, but I think that it looks nice, and I'm really pleased with the way that it turned out. I think that on top of the dresser, it looks really good. So that is it, guys. That is a tour of all of my Lego stuff. I do have some disassembled sets upstairs, but I don't really think that it's worth showing off. It's just like a little garage shelf with a lot of the old Harry Potter stuff that I had to put away to make room on the new shelf, as well as a couple other Star Wars things. So maybe I'll do a video up there one day, but I have all my boxes up there and such. So anyways, it's just really hot because it's summertime, so I kind of don't want to go up there. But I hope you enjoyed the video on everything, and yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this super long video. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Bye.